huge expose in Parliament and nanwada na enye asem ketewa kwa ne nyina aye Agric minister Agric Opoku okopiem no akwa expose MPP minority for no enye asem ketewa kwa on the 2026 budget no be enjoy video yi pa sha no say pampa so mi de click subscribe button sia obi a notification bell no wo click no on video ni ba ya unsa ebeka wo hwe nyina be like wo comment no wa share ama obi nso anya bi ahwe Agric minister enwada ana okopiem Parliament Dr. Agric Opoku asem na meken honorable Agric Opoku na okopiem no oto na MP for Mprayeso constituency honorable Davis Opoku ansa say budget na finance minister ekoredi no Dr. Atufos say empty na ochechema de kwenti ya empty no na ene Agric Opoku Agric minister amfa ne ho anche no kura but first say the be obeti aseniti menkotie MP Davis Opoku ansa ane Mprayeso constituency MP ya ba ebetie Agric.
Honourable members, clearly, anytime there is interruption, I will ask the timekeepers to stop your time for you. So I will then proceed to give the floor to Honourable Opoku Ansa.
The Speaker.
No, I have given the floor to Opoku Ansa, Honourable. Honorable Opoku Ansa, you have the floor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Local Government. Your time is up. Honorable Opoku Ansa, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. I mean, if we were to look at the behavior of the local government minister, clearly, it sums up this whole budget. The budget is empty. And they say that empty barrels make the most noise. And so
you are speaking for 15 minutes.
Everything that the local government minister has sought to do in this house is to just make empty noises by not even making any reference to this budget. Mr. Speaker, the Minister for Finance.
You see, Honorable Opoku Ansa,
he made references
you could have
to me.
proceeded to make your point without making reference to the conduct of the local government minister.
In fact, Mr. Speaker,
so the aspect that you are making reference to the conduct of the local government minister, please withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, before I withdraw, when the local government minister was making his submissions, he pointed to the fact that I, a then first timer, a backbencher, led a whole coup d'etat to take out the finance minister. Mr. Speaker, this is factually inaccurate. But you allowed this to go on. You never asked him to withdraw. I stood up. In fact, Mr. Speaker, you saw me and decided that you were not going to call me. And I'm surprised that, Mr. Speaker, you are asking me by stating a fact that a minister has stood here for 15 minutes, made no reference to this budget.
That is not what I am asking you to withdraw. You are saying that by the conduct of the local government minister, it shows that the budget is empty.
Yes.
So, will you consider that as an insult?
Oh, no, Mr. Speaker, no. Mr. Speaker.
So, you are saying that his conduct is empty?
Mr. Speaker, I'm going to point to the fact that...
That is why I'm asking you to withdraw.
This budget that was presented by Honorable Atufos is indeed empty, Mr. Speaker.
That is why I am asking you can describe the budget without referencing it to the conduct of the local government minister.
I'm guided, Mr. Speaker. If you so believe that I should withdraw, I've withdrawn. I think that I need to move on. But clearly, making noise to explain something that has nothing do not solve problems. Mr. Speaker, making noise to explain something that has nothing really do not solve problems. Mr. Speaker, when the minister presented the budget, in fact, he termed it resetting for growth, jobs, and economic transformation. In my small village in Impraiso, people were full of excitement. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, I remember that very day. I even got angry with my side that we were delaying the process and that we should allow the finance minister to present that sweet news that he wanted to give to Ghanaians. But it turned out that whatever the minister did here, he was just engaged in sloganeering. The budget was heavy on slogans, but empty on substance. And that is what I made reference to, that if you come here and present an empty budget, all your people can do is to now seek to want to make noise and shout. Mr. Speaker, budget or economic management is premised on trust. In fact, if you really want to lead people, you need to build trust. The people must have a certain level of trust in you. Honorable Atufosin came to this house, presented the 2025 budget, and made some claims that government intends to invest some monies into goods and services. Government intends to invest some monies into capital expenditure. Mr. Speaker, at the end of the day, in the 2026 budget, we all got to find out in this house that only 56% of goods and services was released. It is not surprising that, Mr. Speaker, today you walk through some ministries in this country and their lifts are not working. Mr. Speaker, you walk through some ministries in these countries and common pen, A4 sheets are not there for people to work with. And that is what they were making a lot of noise. That global ratings are rating us, Fitch is giving us this. Mr. Speaker, my little boy is 10-year-old. Recently, I found out that the young boy comes home and he seems to be growing lean. But every day when this boy is going to school, daddy gives this boy money. Then we find out from him, Johnny, why are you growing lean when daddy gives you money? It ends up that, Mr. Speaker, Johnny now saves the money in the bank without feeding on the money. Mr. Speaker, when Ghanaians give you money to spend on the economy, and you decide that you are going to keep the money in your pocket and that you don't spend, yes, your accounts will look big, but in actual sense, your economy will be growing lean. And that is what has happened to the economy of this country under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Speaker, another interesting point is their investment on capital expenditure. Only 34% was released during this 2025 in the 2026 budget. Mr. Speaker, that is alarming. Because this is a government that came with big promises, agenda, the big push, Mahama, whatever, and all of that. That roads are going to be constructed in this country under the big push and agenda. Then at the end of the day, the Nkokon Kitinketi and every project under this government only saw 34% in capital expenditure. What it means is that you are not even paying contractors. What it means is that you are not releasing money to the Ministry of Agric to buy more Nkoko so that 50 households will be getting money. What it means is that even common desilting of gutters is not being done because you are not releasing the money to do that. And it's problematic. How can we have an economy that is growing in name, but in actual sense, the economy is leaning because the Minister for Finance has refused to release monies for all of that. Mr. Speaker, the minister also said that ever since they took office, they have awarded close to about 63 billion worth of contracts under the big push. But we all know that in the 2025 budget, what the minister announced was some 13 billion. In this budget, what the minister has announced is 30 billion. Mr. Speaker, if you were to put 13 plus 30 billion together, we are looking at 43 billion. Is the minister telling us that now the government is engaged in some financial engineering to want to find some monies?
Nanu si ya na Agric Opoku Agric Minister say sumo e dey by ewo. Na mo before dem one no amade kasa. Dem ye economy, economy ye say ya be review budget papa budget mo hwem say you have the gut to complain dabi. Na empty statement na Davis Opoku AUC no any Agric Minister Agric Opoku e kasa no wan fa no wan che no kwa we expose no ma obi o hwe video de bi ate ase say Agric Minister Unimade ampa omafo bonabaso nti ne ko tie Agric Minister Agric Opoku emwa de ma empire so MP abra o ka say budget ni MP na say ana Agric Opoku edi nkomo on the floor of Parliament.
The Speaker, my colleague Honorable Davis Opoku, MP for Mprayeso, has described the budget before the House as empty budget. And the basis of this statement is that the budget did not provide enough resources for capital investment. I want to start my debate from these critical issues that my colleague has raised before the House. Mr. Speaker, indeed, I agree with him perfectly. Capital expenditure or capital investment induces long-term economic development. It creates sustainable employment. It increases incomes and establishes conditions that encourage private sector investment. And so when you invest in capital projects, you are creating jobs. You are expanding your economy. And as the economy burgeons, you liberate your people from the shackles of poverty in the country.
Wisdom.
Mr. Speaker, I have with me the 2024 budget presented on the floor of this House by our colleagues when they were in the majority. Mr. Speaker, in 2024, just 11 months ago, the budget provided for capital expenditure, which was 28 billion Ghana cedis. And they indicated that out of the 28 billion, the Ghanaian economy can generate only 18 billion. The remaining 10 million was to be borrowed from outside Ghana. Just 10 months ago. Today, we are debating the 2026 budget. And the allocation for capital expenditure is 57 billion. 57 billion. Mr. Speaker, it is indicated in the 2026 budget that out of the 57 billion earmarked for capital expenditure, this economy can generate 45 billion. 45 billion. In fact, when you look at the total capital expenditure in the budget, you look at the capital expenditure plus the capital component of the earmark funds, and in the 2024 budget altogether, your total was 38 billion. Today, after just 10 months in office, the government of the NDC, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has increased our capital budget from the 38 billion to 77 billion. 103% increase. And you are here condemning this. And you are describing this document as empty. It means you don't have better appreciation of it. Mr. Speaker, it is important to note this, that in the 2024 budget, they projected that if they happen to be in power, in government again, in 2026, they will increase Ghana's capital budget to 44 billion. We are doing 77 billion. And you have the courage, the temerity to stand before this August House to describe this budget as empty. Mr. Speaker, he also spoke about non-payment of contractors, that we are not paying contractors. Mr. Speaker, I have the 2024 budget here. The budget your government presented to this House Just 10 months ago, you projected that 2026, if you happen to be in government again, you pay arrears of 12 billion. 12 billion. Read the 2026 budget. We have provided arrears 29 billion. My brother, you don't know the contents of the budget. Mr. Speaker, I am quoting from page 161 of the 2026 budget and page 176 of the 2024 budget. Mr. Speaker, I see a shift from expenditure on goods and services to expenditure on capital projects. We now have a government that thinks about the people, that thinks about the future of this country. And the government says that let us not spend the monies in the offices. Let's prioritize the interests of the Ghanaian people above our private interests. And Mr. Speaker, I want to demonstrate this. In the 2024 budget, the budget they presented before the House 10 months ago, they stated under goods and services that 2026 they will spend 14.5 billion, that's 15 billion on goods and services. That's office expenditure. Government changed. The NDC government is in office. And we have presented the 2026 budget. We are saying that no, we cannot expend 15 billion as office expenditure. We have reduced it to 13 billion. And you are not applauding this. They even projected that if they happen to be in government, in 2027, office expenditure will increase to 17 billion. And we, in the 2026 budget, we are saying that we'll do 14 billion. We are cutting down office expenditure and then increasing capital expenditure. Is this not the way to grow the economy? So what are you criticizing? Then, Mr. Speaker, on a more serious note, these people were on a journey to destroy our nation. And I'm coming to demonstrate that. And I'm happy. I'm happy that at the gallery today, we have school children. And they will listen to what they have done. The damage they have done to the Ghanaian economy. And they still have the guts to stand before us here to debate us. Mr. Speaker, in 2024, this is the budget they presented before us here. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, in the 2024 budget, they told us that inflows into the health insurance fund will be 9 billion Ghana cedis. The Ghanaian people will pay for quality health service amounting to 9 billion Ghana cedis. But when they get that 9 billion, they will make available only 6.5 billion Ghana cedis to the fund. And they will expend the rest on office expenditure. So, quality health care was never your priority. Today, you sit here, you argue that we lack basic things in our hospitals. Now, who costs come? Today, in the 2026 budget, we have projected an inflow of 11 billion Ghana cedis into the health insurance fund. And we are saying that the entire 11 billion will be released to the fund. Is this not good news? Now let me go to Get Fund. The reason why we still have schools under trees in this country, the reasons why our children are still being schooled in dilapidated blocks, it is all because they collected monies meant for the development of school infrastructure and diverted it for other purposes. Mr. Speaker, listen to this. In the India budget, 2024 budget, they indicated that inflows into GET fund will be 8 billion. Now, when they receive the 8 billion, when the Ghanaian people pay taxes for them to build schools, to develop education, and deliver quality education to the people of Ghana, they will give the Ghanaian people, out of the 8 billion, only 3.2 billion. Only 3.2 billion. My brother Kwaku is here. He knows this, but he can't talk about it. You know. I know you know this. This is what you did. So the Ghanaian people pay taxes. Government, take my taxes and build schools for our children. The government took the money, 8 billion, and gave just 3.2 billion to GET fund to build schools. Even that one, they collateralized 60.2 of the 3.2 billion through a vehicle called Dachi PLC. You think we have forgotten? Today, in this budget, NDC is saying that GET fund, we're expecting an inflow of 9.8 billion, 10 billion, and you give the entire 10 billion to GET fund to enable them build schools. And you call this budget empty. Mr. Speaker, when you go to paragraph 557 and 558 of the budget, we are saying that because of the resources we are making available for school development, for the development of education, in 2026, we are building 2 technical universities. 2 technical universities. One in Jasekan, one in Techiman. We are saying that we are also partnering the Agric Church to build a new university in Damango. And you think that the people are not happy? We are saying that we are building 2 public universities. 2 public universities. One in Kintampo. Mr. Speaker, are you saying that the people are not happy? One in Techiman. You are saying that they are not happy? Within 1 year, we want to build 5 universities. 5 universities. Tell us whether in the period of 1 year, 8 years, were you able to complete 2 universities in this country? No. And now you call this empty. Mr. Speaker, let's move on. Road fund. I've heard some of our colleagues, I've heard some of them complaining that our roads are bad. Fix the roads. They are mounting pressure here and there. As if they don't know what they did. In their own budget 2024, they projected revenue inflow of 2.8 billion into the road fund and said that when they receive the money, they will give the road fund only 1.1 billion. Today, we are projecting 3 billion Ghana cedis into the road fund. And we are saying that we are giving the entire 3 billion to the road fund for the maintenance of our roads. Mr. Speaker, President Mahama, through this budget, is laying a solid foundation for the development of our country. For the first time in the history of this country, Mahama is proposing in this budget to construct an expressway in Ghana. Expressway. We have never seen that one in Ghana. Apart from Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who did the motorway, Mahama is the next president to construct an express road here in Ghana. That road spans from Accra to Kumasi. According to the design, on that road, we are constructing 8 interchanges. 8! And you call this budget empty. Mr. Speaker, apart from Kwame Nkrumah, who invested in the construction of the Akoso Modai to generate 1,200 megawatts of power, that huge investment is still benefiting Ghanaians. Mahama is the next president. In this budget, he's proposing to set up thermal plants to generate 1,200 megawatts of power. And you say this is not a good budget? Mr. Speaker, I think it is important for us that after the presentation of the budget in the workshop, you allow us, the ministers who generated the budget, to come and participate, to come and educate our colleagues especially those in opposition. Because I have listened to all the arguments they are talking about. They are just debating on commentaries. They are not talking about substance.